Mark Carney put 2 Jew haters on the committee that he said will investigate Jew hatred. Mark Carney gave a speech about the anti-Semitic crime wave in Canada, but he refuses to do anything about it. He won't expel the hundreds of Iranian agents operating here. He won't use the RCMP or CSIS to fight the pro-Hamas street gangs. He won't screen new immigrants for bigoted views. Nothing other than setting up a council to study anti-Semitism, as if that's all we're missing, another study.
I'm pleased to announce today the launch and the membership of Canada's new Ministerial Advisory Council on Rights, Equality and Inclusion.
But you're not going to believe this part. The council that he announced, it has one Jew on it, a loyal Liberal senator named Mark Gold, who would never criticize Carney, but Carney has literally appointed 2 anti-Semites, vicious anti-Semites. Let me say that again. Mark Carney put 2 Jew haters on the committee that he said will investigate Jew hatred. This is nuts. We've got a petition about this right now at liberalantisemites.com. Please go there to sign the petition and share it far and wide. We got to get rid of these guys. Here, let me tell you who they are, and you're not even going to believe this. The first is this bigot, Omar Al-Gabra. He used to be the head of the Canadian Arab Federation, which had their government funding cut off because they were too anti-Semitic. Al-Gabra personally lobbied the government to legalize Hamas and Hezbollah.
Well, I remember Mr. Al-Gabra lobbying me before he was in politics to keep Hezbollah legal. So I'm not sure that he's the right guy to combat anti-Semitism.
He wants them removed from the list of terrorist groups. And when Bill Blair, then the police chief of Toronto, visited Israel, Al-Gabra said he should have been fired for that, fired for going to Israel. He regularly wears a keffiyeh. He's a supporter of boycotting and sanctioning Israel. He socializes with notorious Holocaust deniers. Here he is with Firas Najim, a notorious Iranian agent in Toronto. Omar Al-Gabra is the source of anti-Semitism, the enabler of anti-Semitism, and Mark Carney put this bigot on the council to study anti-Semitism. I guess he's an expert in a way, but it gets worse if you can believe it. In his speech, Carney mentioned the anti-Semitic hate encampments that Hamas supporters set up on universities a couple years ago, the ones designed to humiliate and demoralize Jewish students and staff. Here's what Carney said about it in his speech.
Drove Jewish students from common spaces on our university campuses.
I remember those encampments. There was an awful one at the University of Alberta, and a lawyer named Avnish Nanda, who specializes in representing Islamists and anti-Semites, took the U of A to court to stop them from removing this hate camp. And Mark Carney appointed Avnish Nanda to this council that's going to be investigating anti-Semitism. You think I'm kidding? I am not kidding. That's what Carney thinks of you. He thinks you're stupid. Here's the list of people on the Anti-Semitism Council. Omar Al-Gabra, Hamas supporter. Avnish Nanda, Hamas supporter. And the one Jew on the Anti-Semitism Council is a Liberal senator who would never criticize Mark Carney. What do you think about Carney putting 2 anti-Semites on the council designed to get to the bottom of anti-Semitism? It's sort of like O.J. Simpson saying he's going to look for the real killer. This is so outrageous, but what do you expect from Mark Carney, who said he recognizes the sovereignty of Hamas-run Palestine, who says he'd arrest Benjamin Netanyahu, who's bringing in hundreds of thousands of anti-Semites a year through unvetted mass immigration?
Justin Trudeau said that Canada would honor the International Criminal Court arrest warrants, i.e. Benjamin Netanyahu would be arrested if he came to Canada. Does that stand under your leadership?
Yes.
You'd be prepared to do that?
Yes.
These are Muslim values. These are Canadian values.
We can't let this slide. We've got to demand that Carney fires the 2 Liberal anti-Semites from this council. It's like when the Liberals hired this guy, Laith Marouf, crazy anti-Semite, to be a government anti-racism activist. They actually tried to cover that up last time. Well, we're not going to let that happen this time. I'd like you to do 3 things. Go to our website, liberalantisemites.com, to sign our emergency petition. That's liberalantisemites.com. At that same website, this is the second thing, you can click and send a letter of protest directly to Mark Carney telling him you're disgusted with his decision to appoint 2 anti-Semites to the Anti-Semitism Council. And the third thing is to chip in to help us spread the word about this. We're going to fire up our Rebel News billboard truck to expose these 2 liberal anti-Semites. We want everyone to know the truth. We have some other campaign moves we're working on that I want to keep as a surprise for now. I'll tell you about them the moment they're public. Mark Carney's speech was awful. He isn't going to change anything or do anything. He shouldn't have even bothered. But by appointing 2 full-blown Jew haters to the Anti-Semitism Council, radicals who support Hamas and Hezbollah, he's just rubbing your face in it, isn't he? Go to liberalantisemites.com now to help us fight back.